Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of J Bros Cooking, and today we are going to be making one of my favorite dishes. What are we going to be making?
Shepherd's pie.
That's right, shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie is really pretty easy, and the way I was explained is, I don't know the true story, but I guess it was like a bunch of shepherds having nothing to eat. This is what my mom told me, so who knows. But they had a bunch of leftovers, and this is what they came up with. If someone else has a different version of it, let us know. But that's what my mom always told me growing up. And so you can put it in whatever you want, but pretty much it's meat mixed with some vegetables, and then a layer of mashed potatoes goes on top of that. You can put cheese on top of that to your liking. If you don't like cheese, don't put cheese on it. If you like a lot of cheese, put a lot. So we got to start today with the potatoes because we have to peel them. So I'm going to get started on that. All right, John, so my potatoes are peeled. I'm lost. Can you help me out?
I would probably cut them into quarters because that's how I do it.
Oh, okay, cut them. All right, thanks. I had no clue. Then I just kind of try and, however you cut them, just try and get like they'll cook more evenly if they're more the same size. I know it's kind of impossible to get them all. Then as you all know, you take the potatoes and you put it in the water. And then you can add a little salt to the water while you're boiling your potatoes. So now I'm going to take this off my little burner here. I'm going to put it back on my stove so I can get started on the meat and vegetable mixture. Is that right, John?
I mean, sure, there's a wrong way, there's a right way.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, you could do it that way.
Most shepherd pies, they use carrots. My mom never made it that way. I don't know why. But you got peas. You can either use frozen or canned. You got corn, and you can do the same, canned or frozen or canned, whatever you prefer. I always like to add, for a little bit of flavor, I like to add some of these sweet peppers, and then a little bit of onion. I'm gonna cut these up now. Get the heat going on my pot. I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil. I'm just going to eye it, but I guess it would probably be about a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more. I'm going to add my onions. That in there. I'm going to start with my peppers. All right, pepper going in. Now we're just going to add our corn right into the mixture. I'm going to pull this all over to the side here. Make some room for the ground beef and the ground pork. And then you're just going to salt and pepper to taste. Now we are about to put the beef bouillon in too, so remember, pretty high in salt. So I'm probably not going to do a lot of salt, but if you like a lot of salt, then do you. And black pepper. I do like pepper. It's pretty coarse though. Also, all our recipes are linked below the video. You can download them, I believe, in PDF form. I'm just going to add the rest here. I'm going to go ahead and add the beef bouillon going in. The Worcestershire sauce. How do you say it, John? John, can you jump in and say that for me?
Worcestershire.
Ah, thank you. And then just give that a stir. And then lastly, take your peas. You just got to be careful with them. Not as much as if they're frozen. These have been out for a little while, so we're going to add them in. They can get kind of beat up if you put them in at the beginning. It looks like the potatoes are about done. So we got our potatoes here. I'm going to start with just a hand masher, smasher, whatever you want to call it. Just going to take a stick of butter. I guess that's half a cup. I'm going to throw in some salt and pepper. Just kind of to taste. And this is like making some big old pieces of pepper. Hit it with some salt. And then just kind of work that together. Wait till the butter softens up a little bit. Then once your butter's melted, you can add your milk. At least that's why I usually wait, so it doesn't get your butter melted in there. The milk, you don't have to add the whole thing at the time. You can kind of see how much you need. I like to make mine a little creamier because it's gonna go in the oven too. So I don't want them to be dried out. That's just the way I do it. I do like a creamy mashed potato though too, so. So John sent me these on the good old Amazon. I'm gonna try these. I don't know. Hopefully they hold up to the oven. They said they're good for the oven. We're gonna try and make it in here. Sometimes when you make a shepherd's pie, one thing you wanna do is you wanna let it sit for at least 15, 20 minutes, maybe even longer. Otherwise it just kind of wants to fall apart right out of the oven. But if you're hungry, you can just scoop it on. I mean, it doesn't have to look that pretty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little bad boy here, and I'm just gonna scoop in some of this meaty veggie goodness all along the bottom. And then we're just gonna cover it with mashed potatoes. Just gonna scoop some along here, kind of smooth them out. And then I like to put Colby Jack, a thin layer. And like I said before, it's just up to you. If you're not a cheese person, you don't have to put any cheese on it. You just kind of warm it up in the oven. And then I usually top it off with sharp cheddar, just a little bit. And that's it. I know it looks like a lot of cheese, but that's because it is. And then I'm just gonna put this in the oven, 350, 15 to 20 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. All right, so we have it out of the oven here. Yeah, nice and crispy. This cutting board is beautiful.
I would love one of these cutting boards, Joey.
Oh, well, you can go to jbroscooking.com and order your own. All right? These are on there along with other designs. Well, I already know how this tastes, so I'm gonna let John try it and get John's opinion on it. I know you're like technically the professional, even though I was cooking long before you were even born. So John, you tell me what you think.
All right, everyone. So Joe just showed you how to make. This is his recipe for shepherd's pie. I'm not able to be there right now, but I did get my own personal shepherd's pie. It's been a long time since I had shepherd's pie, too. A little bit of everything. Got some cheese, some meat, potatoes, my favorite part. Well, technically the cheese. Really good flavor. Shepherd's pie is one of those things that if you look up recipes, there's like a million different recipes for it. And I kind of think it's one of those things that like there's kind of the basic ingredients, and then from there you can add or remove things that you like to your taste, you know? This is really good, and I definitely think you should give it a try. Definitely a comfort food, I would say. And you know, right now it's hot in Phoenix, and even then it's good. But like I gotta think like on a nice wintertime, nice cold night, a little bit of shepherd's pie will hit the spot real nice. I definitely like it. I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up. Take this recipe and run with it. Make it for your family sometime, and they're gonna enjoy it.
Remember, it's always better when you make it yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.